This video is brought to you by NordVPN. Get 75% off via the link below. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has always faced trouble in the Chinese market, which is ironically also the game's biggest player base. Censored Gaming has previously covered how the Chinese version of the hit game has had various changes made to it to try and make sure it conforms to the Chinese government's strict policies for games released in the country. One of these changes being the removal of all red blood and instead changing it to a bright green colour with no way to change it back. However, not even the changes that were made to it were enough to fully satisfy the Chinese government. Whilst being released, the publishers were unable to obtain the license needed in the country to be able to earn money from the game. In recent months, there's also been a huge government crackdown on the way games are regulated in the country, leading to even tighter restrictions. It seems that these factors contributed in the decision to make even further changes to the game for the Chinese market, and even going as far as to release the Chinese version under a whole new name. You see, the publishers have now relaunched the game in the Chinese market under the name Game for Peace and forced everybody to join the new version. With the new version of the game, the creators are finally able to earn money from the game, but aside from the name change, there are many other alterations made to it. Whilst it resembles the version of the game released everywhere else in the world, the game has been rebranded so that what was once originally dozens of players fighting to be the last one alive is now a completely harmless experience where nobody gets hurt. The Chinese version also makes sure to insert various Chinese messages and themes into it, which is something that the government officials likes to see in media released in the country. One of the biggest changes made in China is that now, instead of players dying, they simply stop what they are doing, lay out their belongings on the floor for you to collect, and give a peaceful wave of their hands. So like mentioned, this is all to give the impression that players aren't fighting for real here, and that it's all a friendly game where nobody gets hurt. This censorship is very reminiscent of early German censorship, like in this footage captured by the YouTuber Vankash from an older version of CSGO. Like the Chinese version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, players didn't die in the German version, but instead put their hands in the air in surrender. Another similar example, again from Germany, back when they used to be much stricter about games, is Half-Life. As demonstrated in this footage captured by the YouTuber drivethehive, here characters again didn't die, but instead sat down, looked at the floor, and repeatedly shook their head. Another interesting aspect of the Chinese version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is that it was developed whilst consulting with the recruitment wing of the PLA Air Force. There are even messages in the game which say it is a tribute to the warriors who defend China's airspace. A logo for the Air Force recruitment wing is also displayed on the game's loading screen. Things like this likely contributed greatly to the Chinese government finally allowing the game to earn money in the country. And earn money it has. Some recent figures indicate that the title has amassed a whopping $14 million in just 72 hours. That's surely a big change for the publishers who have previously earned zero money in the region in all of its over a year of being released. What do you think about the Chinese version of the game? As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comments below and consider subscribing to see more videos on how media is changed around the world. Until next time, thank you for watching.